Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Sophie and today I'm really excited to bring you my assumptions video. Now, I asked for assumptions over on my Instagram, so if you don't follow me, go do that now. And basically I wanted to do this as a tipsy assumptions video, but there's no alcohol in this house, so that's kind of been scrapped. But I'm gonna read them out anyway and yeah, answer your assumptions about me because I'm intrigued. Now obviously I've got no one to read them to me. I have already read them, but I'm not missing any out. I'm reading everything that I got, so let's get into the video. Assumption number one is that I am strong-minded. Now I think I am, but I don't really say what I think as much as I should. So I have a strong opinion and I'm strong-minded about certain things, and especially I'm noticing that, like, working with these children, living with the children, how strong-minded I am about certain things and certain decisions I have to make in my life soon. Yes, I'm very strong-minded in that sense, and with certain people I do say what I think and they don't really like it. So I'd say yeah, that's true. And then another assumption is that I'm very independent. And again, I am. Like, this is a problem when it comes to relationships, in the sense that I have been single for so many years. I am so independent. As soon as I could, I left home. I went to uni. I went to uni basically without knowing anybody. I went alone, and everything that I've done in my life, every decision, be it Erasmus, be it au pair, has just been very independent. I'm not really used to not being independent. Like, someone tying me down is not the thing for me right now. I know in a relationship or in anything like that, you kind of have to. I don't even know, like, the problem is I'm too independent at times. So yeah, that is 100% true. And then a hard worker. I do think I'm a hard worker. Like I said in my last video, I've been out on nights out, and the next day I've been straight to work. With the children, I work very hard. I really try to get everyone to pass the exams that they study for with me, because it's, I don't know, if not, it's really embarrassing. And then, like, again, studying for myself, I do work very hard. I do my homework every day. Like, the whole weekend that I'm home, I am studying. So yeah, I do think I'm a hard worker, but there is times when I just can't be bothered. Okay, someone said that I am good fun. I hope I'm good fun. I mean, there is days when I'm definitely not, like, you know, like when you're just not feeling it and it's like, oh, I'm just such a drag, like I'm just bringing everyone down. Like, I don't know, when I've got a certain thing on my mind or a certain person, and yeah, I overthink too much. I overthink a lot. So, but yeah, I hope people would say that I'm good fun. I am quite quiet with some people and quite extrovert with others. On a night out, I tend to be very extrovert. I tend to be very sociable. I tend to speak to everybody, get to know everybody. So I would say yes, I'm good fun. I hope my friends would agree. I don't know. And then another person said a great laugh on a night out, and I think I am. I think if you're not laughing with me, you're laughing at me, because I'm either on the floor, flat out drunk, and doing things I shouldn't be. So yeah, I do think I am a laugh on a night out. I mean, there is times I've been out and I shouldn't, you know, those nights when you just really want to go out, but then in your mind you really don't, so you're not actually feeling it on that night out. There's sometimes that's happened, it's just like, oh, I'm going home, like, I don't really feel it. But I do think I am a good laugh and good fun. I really hope my friends are like, oh god, no. A travel fanatic. 100%. I am a travel fanatic, and this pandemic is killing me. Oh, I need travel so much. It's so annoying, the fact that I'm in Italy and the only place I can see is Rome. I mean, yes, it's beautiful, but I want to see more. It's really annoying me. I cannot wait to get out and get back to travelling again. I really want to travel the world. I've already done a bit of America and Europe, and I really want to see a lot more. I'd love to do Interrail. I'd love to do like a couple of months in Australia. There's loads of things that I want to do and I'm planning to do, but I can't, and it's really annoying. But yeah, I'm 100% a travel fanatic. And then someone said I'm one of 2 children, and no, I'm not. I wish I was. But no, I am an only child. I have been obviously for my whole life. My parents were meant to have another child before me and never ended up doing it, and then had me quite late on in life. So yeah, I am an only child. In this sense, I don't think I'm very spoiled. Obviously I've had a lot of things in my life and I'm very lucky to have had what I've had, but I don't think that's the fact that I'm an only child. I just think that my family is amazing. So yeah, I am an only child. I think when I was younger I'd have loved to have a sister or a brother to play with, but I always had cousins or grandparents or parents to be with, so I've never really felt left out. There is times when you think, oh, it'd be great to have someone like that, and like I don't know what it feels like to have a brother or sister, but yeah, I'm fine as I am. Someone said that I like the cold. Yup, I absolutely love the cold. I went to England this like Christmas, it was snowing, and I was having the time of my life. Absolutely loved it. We went out yesterday, I went out with the kids, we went shopping, and they were all literally hat, scarf, jackets tied up to the top, and I just had literally like a little top and a jacket on, and like, how are you not cold? And I just don't feel it that much. But yeah, I love cold countries. Like the only reason I like the summer is because I don't work. I can go out and go to the beach and to the pool and see friends and family and loads of nights out, etc. But I'd prefer a winter, 100%. Someone said that it's hard for me to stay in one place for a long time, and that is 100% true. I lived in England for 10 years and obviously I didn't really know what it was to travel, but since I started travelling and moving around I don't really want to stop. I went to Belgium for 6 months and I'd love to go back there, and then obviously I'm in Italy because I kind of got sick of Spain. So yeah, that's 100% true, and although I haven't been able to visit Italy, I wouldn't want to stay here much longer. Like staying, I mean for another year for example. I really do want to get around, move around, and yeah, it's true. I think obviously I do want to settle in the future and I'd love to settle down in one place. So having said that, I do have the idea of like during the year being in one place and then during the summer being in Spain kind of, so again yeah, that's 100% true. Okay, and then do I love animals? 100% love animals. When I was a child we used to have all sorts of pets. We had fish, we had rabbits, we had hamsters. I love animals, any animal I love. I had a dog, she was the most amazing doggy in the world, and I would love again to have a pet. I'd love to have another dog, but the problem with me moving around so much is that I can't. So if I do end up settling down, I would love to have a puppy. Okay, someone said that I am a jealous person. Yes, I think I'm jealous. I'm not really jealous with like family or friends. Like I have so many groups of friends. I'm not jealous of like one person being with one friend too much. But I think my jealousy comes from more of in a relationship. It comes from past relationships, past experiences, and yeah, I do get quite jealous quite easy, and I know it's really annoying, and in my head I'm like, no, you don't need to get jealous, what's the point? But something inside of me still does. So yeah, that's true. And then party animal, as I said, yep, 100%. Yeah, I love it. I loved it when I could do it. And now I just feel like I've lost 2 years of my life and I'm getting old and I shouldn't really go back to partying when this finishes, but again, a little bit can't hurt anybody, can it? Okay, and the last two assumptions are, one, that I like being single. And yes and no, like I am so used to being single that I ended up liking it. Like I think I ended up being so independent and being so in touch with myself that I was fine being single. Then there was loads of times that I'd see a couple and be like, oh, I want that, or I'd be on a night out and be like, yep, I need that. So it's a yes and no thing. Most times, yeah, I love being single, and others the relationship is for me. So it's a weird one, but I don't mind being single. And then finally, are you insecure? Yeah, 100% I'm insecure. I was never insecure when I lived in England. When I moved to Spain, I started kind of growing into my features and growing into my weirdly shaped nose that some people in my school and high school loved to point out and made me really insecure. I kind of also used to be insecure about being ginger because everyone else was like brown haired, blonde haired. You're like, oh god, I'm like standing out. Now I absolutely love my hair colour, wouldn't change it for anything in the world, love being ginge. But yeah, the nose, I spent 2 years basically begging my parents to get a nose operation, which was going to cost me so much money, and I finally kind of came out of that mindset and I'm happy with what I look like now. I have to say that at times I'm insecure now about body weight, but I think that's majorly to do with social media. Like seeing pictures of people exercise, seeing pictures of people looking amazing, and then you go and look at yourself in the mirror and you compare yourself when you shouldn't, because you're your own person and you're a totally different person. But it happens, I think we all do it. And yeah, so I am insecure mostly now, as I've said, about my nose and my body weight, like how I look at myself in the mirror. The nose, in the future, if I become rich, then I will do my nose, but now I have no necessity or no need to do that, so I'm living with it and pretty much loving myself as much as I can. But yes, there are times that I get insecure, and especially, again, going back to the jealousy in relationships, I never really feel enough for anybody and tend to get insecure about any single person, which is really annoying, and I'd love to not do that. And I know it's not the other person's fault, but yeah, my insecurity comes from past experiences and it's here from the long run. I really wish it wasn't, and I'd love it to go, but it really hasn't. So yeah, that is it. That is my assumptions video. It wasn't really a quick assumptions video, sorry about that. I do ramble on, I always have, always will, but that is it. That is me done. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned a little bit more about me, although lots of you already know a lot of that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're not already, like this video, and I will see you soon for another one.